It's official. We are in the golden age of the ultra-budget electric dirt bike. There is more competition than ever, so every new bike that comes out is either better than the competition or cheaper than the competition. Today, I'm testing out a brand new bike from a brand new company to see if it can do both. But we're gonna have to fully test this thing to find out. This is the Zonvir DX1. Out of all the bikes I have ever reviewed, the next cheapest bike is more than twice as expensive as this one. So, I'm not really sure what to expect. First of all, there is a lot more that came in the box than I was expecting. Obviously, you get the bike. It has a surprisingly beefy frame, aluminum swing arm, super beefy rear shock, your front wheel with unironically one of the best looking rotors I've ever seen on an e-bike. Look how thick that thing is, and the brakes are serious too. Anyway, you also get your skid plate, your rear plastics with this flexible rubber part to protect the shock, rear fender, your front number plate, fork protectors, bar pad and support, a steel kickstand with your associated hardware, your bar mounts, cast foot pegs that are actually decently sharp, and something I am always excited to see on these bikes, the toolkit with every tool you need to put the bike together. For a bike that requires this much assembly, yeah, that's pretty sweet. Last but not least, we have some of the most fascinating graphics I have ever seen in my life. This is not an optical illusion, this is actually three-dimensional. I can't tell if this is the coolest thing I've ever seen or the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure this bike is targeted at either people who want like a tiny bike to rip around on, or first-time e-moto buyers, people who might be completely new to the bike scene. So my question with these bikes is always, can you build the entire thing with just the included tools? I forgot to mention, it also comes with this user manual, so I'm gonna read this carefully and learn how to put it together. Even though there's a lot of stuff in the box, the construction of this bike isn't actually that much harder than anything else on the market. You start by bolting up your front wheel, and then you dump out the whole bag of parts, and you gotta figure out what goes where. The rear shock is already bolted at the top, but not at the bottom, so you gotta use the included wrenches. But for one side, you need this special slim wrench to fit. Folks, I think we found our first issue. These bar mounts are what mount the bars to the fork. But the way that this is secured to the triple tree is with this bolt. That threads through like so, and you tighten from the bottom. Here's the issue. This bolt right here accepts a 10mm Allen key. This is a big Allen, and unfortunately, it is not included in the toolkit. Now, this is not a huge deal because it's not that hard to find an Allen key that fits. But also, I did some investigation in the owner's manual. And in the instructions, which typically I do not read, there is no mention of mounting up the bar mounts. And as far as I know, this is the first DX1 in the United States, I think. Zonvir is a brand new company. They're about to launch this bike. So this is a pre-production model, as far as I know. My guess is that on production bikes, this thing's gonna be pre-tightened, and all you're gonna need to do is grab the top cap and bolt your bars down from the top. I'm gonna tell Zonvir about this, so hopefully they fix it when the bike comes out. This is also a great time to mention, when Zonvir got in touch with me, they offered to sponsor the video, and I said yes. But the rules remain the same. They can't give me a script. They can't tell me what to say. They gotta let me be completely honest about the bike. The point is, if I hate the bike, I'm gonna tell you I hate the bike. Okay. The rest of the construction is pretty straightforward. The only thing I had to do was reroute the front brake line so it doesn't run inside the fork. You'll see why this is important later on. Installing the front plastics was pretty easy and pretty straightforward. The front plate and the headlight went on with just a single bolt, which is pretty cool. The rear plastics snap into place and kind of fit together like a little puzzle. It's actually kind of impressive the way they engineered this all to go together. I was not expecting this. Then the seat goes on just like a removable seat, but weirdly, this is not an easily removable seat. It actually bolts down with a single 10mm bolt. The bar pad goes on with 2 bolts, and then I put on the pegs, and this was actually the easiest peg mounting I've ever experienced on any bike, no lie. I wish every bike manufacturer would use these springs. Lastly, I secured the front brake line with this little bracket thing, and with that, we were ready to rip. Now comes a real test. Can I, a 6'3" man, fit? Oh, dude, actually, the height of the bars feels like actually kind of decent. Look at the size comparison between the Ultra B and the DX1, dude. Can I say something controversial? I actually kind of like the way it looks. It's like a little mini stealth bike. Brakes feel good. Let's see if it turns on first try. It turned on. Now, what's going on here? Huh. I figured it out. I forgot to plug in the throttle. So, also, I don't know if you can tell, it is raining. It is definitely raining. But before we start ripping this thing around in the mud, we have to discuss interesting things about the Zonvir DX1 that are kind of interesting and a little bit weird, but not necessarily in a bad way. Despite being the smallest bike I have ever reviewed, the DX1 has the ground clearance of an Ultra B. This tiny bike also has a 420 chain, like a surron. Don't worry, that's not a chai battery. It's a Y-Chai. The axles are the same size as all the other mini bikes, so if you really wanted, you could throw some supermotos on this thing. The rear shock is, I'm not exaggerating, as big as the shock on an Ultra B. Just like a full-size dirt bike, it has grab handles under the seat, but you'd have to have Olympic-level grip to move the bike around with them. And there are numerous tabs for side panels, but no side panels. Most e-bikes have a key in the center, but this one has it off to the side like a Porsche. I'm honestly not sure what to expect out of this thing, but I do know that small bikes are always more fun. It's just kind of a rule of the universe, you know? Woo! Setting off on the Zonvir DX1. This thing is sick. It's about the size of like a 50cc pit bike. You know what? Let's just go mode 3. Let's see what this is all about. Go, 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 Zonvir! Go! Come on, DX1! Before we go rip some trails with this thing, I gotta show it off to my buddies at Easy E-Rides. Let's see what they think. This is my new bike.
Today.
The Zonvir DX1. It's not even out yet. You've worked with a lot of these budget bikes. What do you think?
It looks like a variation of the motor that everyone puts in, like the 65 conversions.
It's like a gearbox sort of. It's actually decently sized. Oh, oh! I was just trying to turn it off. I didn't know it has.
Wait, it has yellow or amber?
Oh!
And flashing?
Oh! We got white or amber. I kind of like amber. That looks sick.
Where's your kickstand?
Oh, I never mounted it. Who needs a kickstand, dude?
The spring?
It didn't look hard to mount. I just didn't want to deal with it. It has a roller tensioner.
I think Bill's bike has one. Yeah, look, like Bill's bike has one.
Yeah, but that's a full-size dirt bike. This is one of the cheapest bikes on the market. Oh, what? Oh, I forgot to tighten that. I think in the future I might upgrade it with wider bars just so I can push these in a little bit farther.
How many watts?
It's like 3,000 watts. I think you could fit a bigger battery if you wanted to upgrade it. And then the controller is just a far driver. They have everything in place to upgrade it. I'm headed to the secret trails right now to test this thing out. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit worried about range. This has a 48 volt, 21 amp hour battery, which I think is exactly the same size as the other competing brand. You guys probably know which brand I'm talking about. Honestly, I think that's a totally fine size for a smaller bike, especially when you're mainly gonna be doing dirt riding, but I weigh 200 pounds, and I think the target market for this bike is more in the 100, 120 pound range. Nevertheless, I think it's gonna be fun. Oh, it's so muddy. Oh. Is it making it up that? Let's go mode 3, let's see. Oh, God. Oh! Okay, okay. I think that was more rider error. That was more my fault. Oh, God. Come on. Oh, son of a... Sorry, Zonvir. I think we just need more speed. I gotta go all the way back here and just cook up this thing. Oh! Oh! We made it! Come on. Oh! Dude, it's climbing up things I did not think it would be able to do, so. Whoa. What's that phrase? It's like, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. I think that's what these budget bikes are all about. You can literally be full throttle. It's just so much more fun to ride something at its max capability rather than have like a, oh, that was a puddle. Rather than have some crazy fast bike that you can never use, you know? Like I sold my Stark within like a month or two. There is no way to fully use that bike unless you're on a track and very, very good at riding. Bikes like these, you can just kind of take anywhere. Wow! Dude, it is mega slippery today. What the heck? Ow. Whoa! Dude, it's caked in mud. The tires are doing way better than I thought they would, honestly. These conditions are just not awesome. How are we doing on charge? Okay, we're at like 5 out of 6 bars still. And I've been full throttle in this thing a lot. Oh!
Ow. This is not ideal, but also, how am I supposed to get past that thing? Oh no, oh no. Oh, I'm stuck. Does this thing have reverse? Okay, it doesn't have reverse, but I wasn't expecting it to, so it's fine. Oh, we made it. We made it. I gotta take off my jacket, I'm overheating. What's that? Oh, do I need to unplug my brake sensor? Let's see what happens. Perfect. Dude, that was the easiest brake sensor unplug of my career. Okay, this little hill here is always tricky, even on higher powered mini bikes. I'm not optimistic that this is gonna make it up at first try, but we gotta try. Full power, full power, full power. Oh, oh, nope. Oh no. That's a lot of mud. Come on, baby. I can't even walk up it. It's kind of interesting. The acceleration out of corners is actually decent. I've ridden some other ultra budget bikes that do not feel this nice, and I think it has to do with the throttle. This has a far driver controller on it. But you guys know I run a far driver on my drift cart. They're good controllers, and you can customize like a lot of stuff. Oh, hold on. Wait, am I actually dumb? I wonder if I can tune this thing. Hold on. I wonder if the far driver app is going to pick this one up. Okay, turn on, scan. Darn it. You can see the far driver in there. I think if it has the standard plug, you might be able to buy a Bluetooth dongle and tune this thing. It would kill the range and make this thing more powerful than it is from the factory. Maybe, I don't know. And of course, Zonvir probably doesn't want you to do that. But like with every single other bike, people are gonna want to upgrade this thing. So it'd be kind of sweet if you could tune this thing for free. I don't know though. We're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, we're taking it to the streets. Let's see what it can do. 35, 36, 37. Come on, come on. 38, 38, we hit 38 miles an hour. Also, we're not on a full battery, so I'll charge it up, and by the end of the video, we'll do a true top speed test and see what we can hit with the GPS. It's worth noting that the brakes actually feel really good, especially for something at this price point. I've ridden much more expensive bikes with awful brakes on them. These feel like your standard pit bike brakes. A decent amount of control, a lot of power, and from the factory, they're bled pretty well. You might want to do a final bleed on them if you're really ripping this thing around, but on the dirt, this is more than enough braking power, and I kind of like the modulation. All right, let me through. There's a big hill climb over here I want to test out, because so far I've only been thwarted by my own skill level. It's been a skill issue so far. Obviously, you have to go full power for the big hills. Oh! The mud is crazy today. Ow! Oh no! Oh no. Oh, we're good. The DX1 handled it, dude. On these smaller budget bikes, I'm usually worried about the waterproofing a little bit, just because when you're trying to take a bike to market for a very low cost, companies try to save money in a lot of different ways. But looking at the build quality on this, especially around the motor and stuff like that, I'm not really concerned about it. It seems to have pretty good water resistant capabilities. Also, the controller is up pretty high. Come on, baby. Come on, up the hill. You got it. So that definitely can save your save your bike in case of emergencies. Oh! Hey, what up?
What's that?
It's called a Zonvir DX1. It's a new bike. It's not released yet.
Are you Logan Taylor?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Have you done the top speed run yet?
I did one top speed run, but I was at 70% battery. I went 38. I think with 100% battery and on a flatter road, I think we could get 40. I got to do it with the GPS though to make sure. I might take it to Taco Bell, see if it'll, you know, because that's a pretty important part of e-bikes for me personally. I'll see you around. Great to meet you, bro. Ride safe. Shout out Mark. Mark, you're super cool. Riding out here on his day off in the world's worst weather. That's hardcore, brother. I think we got to take this thing to do the most important e-bike test you can possibly do. And if you're a real LOGANG member, you already know what I'm talking about. Oh. According to the display, we are at exactly 50% battery. My secret destination is not that far, but it's also not close. Like, it's not a distance you would want to walk. And I feel like that's the beauty of e-bikes, especially tiny ones. You can like go on adventures and go get your favorite drink from a drive-thru, for example. I am weirdly impressed with this frame, especially compared to the other things that are in this price bracket. Maybe I'll turn on my headlight. Yeah, amber. Oh, the amber is so cool. We made it. What are we at? Oh, we're at like 2 bars. Ooh, are we gonna make it back? The problem with these smaller bikes sometimes is that they're not big enough to set off the sensors in the drive-thru, which I know sounds like a silly problem, but when you drink as much Baja Blast as I do, it becomes an issue.
What can I get started for you?
Hi, can I have a 0 sugar Baja Blast with some vanilla creamer in it, please?
Anything else for you?
No, that's it, thank you.
Lovely.
Wonderful, thank you. Wait. I think I'm allowed to go. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks. Mission accomplished. I'm kind of regretting not putting a kickstand on this thing, but it's so light, it's easy to pick up and put down. I think it's under 100 pounds, which is kind of crazy. It's so good. It's so good. The real test now is, can we get home? We have dropped only 1 bar on the battery, but small batteries are always unpredictable. You never know when they're gonna die. Come on, baby, come on. Oh, we're down to 1 bar. We're officially down to 1 bar. This is not good. I'm gonna take a shortcut through the woods because I think it's gonna burn less battery. Uh-oh, I do not know where we are. This path looks promising. No, I lied. This does not look promising. Huh. Those are the type of scenarios where it's nice to have a light bike. Ooh, free headlight? What are we looking at here? If anyone has a G35 sedan and you're looking for a headlight, it is right there. According to my odometer, we have gone 7 miles so far. I don't know how accurate that is, but I've mainly been in mode 3 at full throttle, and I weigh 200 pounds, and we're back up to 2 bars. I don't know how that happened, but we gained range. Maybe that headlight gave us some extra power. I'm gonna keep riding this thing and see how many miles I can get out of it, because I think if you were a lighter rider and you were more focusing on conserving battery, I bet this thing could go, I don't know, 20 miles, something like that. I promised you guys a top speed run with GPS verification, and that's what we're here to do. We've had a small break in the rain for the first time in 3 days. It's time to see how fast the DX1 can go. All right, the DX1 is fully charged up. I brought it back to my secret speed testing course. This is a closed course. Oh, not sure why he's there. Zonvir claims that this thing can go 40 miles an hour. We've hit 38, and that wasn't at full battery. Also, I am 200 pounds, and as I've said, I'm not aerodynamic, and this is designed for much smaller riders. So if I can get anywhere near 40, well, I'm gonna consider that a win. I got the GPS running in my pocket, full throttle, let's do it. 35. 36, come on, Zonvir. 39, come on, 40 on the speedometer. Wow, oh my gosh. Let's check the official GPS speed. I mean, that felt pretty, that felt pretty darn fast on a bike like this. 36 miles an hour, interesting. Someone on my last video commented that this speedometer reads low, so maybe I'll download another one and see if it changes. Okay, we got a brand new speedometer in the pocket. This one is supposed to be much more accurate. It's time to see what the DX1 can do. 40.4, that's our top speed. That's our top speed. Okay, the moment of truth. Come on. 36.3. Dude, I'll take it. I'm literally twice the weight of most riders that are gonna buy this bike. I have no doubt that this thing can hit 40 miles an hour. Honestly, I'm impressed that it hits 36. My final thoughts on the DX1. I am pleasantly surprised. It's not easy to build a bike that's this inexpensive and this well put together. Like, the build quality of this is definitely above its weight class. And when you compare it to the competitors at this same price point, this does have more power, in my opinion, a much better frame. And I also think as a foundation for modifications, I'd much rather have this bike over the other competitors in this price bracket. I also think if you're in the market for a bike like this, you probably want to rip around with your friends, build some trails, basically have a good time without it being too serious, and I feel like this fulfills that need really well at a really, really low price. Zonvir gave me a link to put down below if you're interested in learning more about the bike. If you guys had this bike, what would you do with it? Should I modify it? Should I take it on some crazy adventure? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!